I want to ask Democratic Congressman Steve Cohen, who is joining us now from Tennessee, a member of the Judiciary Committee, what he thinks. So, Congressman, first question, a simple one to you. Your response to what the president had to say.
It was bizarre. You follow the law, you report it to the FBI, you do what the United States Constitution instructs you to do and faithfully execute the laws of the United States of America, which he is failing to do and saying he will not do. You don't get in bed with Russians, Chinese, North Koreans, not even Norwegians. It's just wrong.
Former Congressman David Jolly was on our network and talked about the pressure now on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. I want to play for you what he had to say.
I think today's moment, taken in isolation, what the president said behind the Resolute desk, in and of itself is an impeachable moment. And the eyes of the nation tonight must look to Nancy Pelosi. It is not her fault that this moment has occurred. She has not had a hand in Donald Trump's behavior, but she occupies the highest constitutional office outside of the White House. This is the moment where we're begging for leadership.
Congressman, do you agree? Does Nancy Pelosi, in your view, need to step up and begin impeachment proceedings based on this?
Well, I've been for impeachment for a long time. I was for impeachment in the last Congress. I'm for impeachment today. I hope Nancy Pelosi, who is my friend and somebody I admire and respect, comes around to that position and tells Mr. Nadler to go ahead and have impeachment inquiries. All we can do as members is be like Bruce Springsteen said. Every fire needs a spark, and we're the spark. And I hope we get a lot more sparks and get a fire going, and that fire will eventually get to righteousness and hearings that will show the public how the Constitution has been sullied and our laws are in jeopardy.
So in your view, if this doesn't spark a fire under Speaker Pelosi, what will?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, the Speaker is operating in a manner in which she thinks will best remove Donald Trump from the White House, and she thinks that's 2020. She's afraid that impeachment hearings without a conviction of the Senate will help him stay in office. Nobody wants him to stay in office. I don't think that impeachment without a conviction of the Senate helps him stay in office. I think it hurts him. But that's not the reasons why we should impeach him. We should impeach him because he has just thumbed his nose at Congress, at the American people, at the Constitution. And what it says in the Federalist Papers is impeachment is about a president who can't carry out the duties and the responsibilities of the office for the good of the American people. There's high crimes and misdemeanors, but there's more of kind of a miasma there about somebody who's just not up to snuff. This man cannot abide by the law. He is lawless. He is without respect of contours, two other separate branches of government, respect for human beings, and understandings of the law. So he needs to be impeached.
Within just the last couple of moments, Republican Senator Joni Ernst was walking by our cameras in the hallways of the Capitol. She was asked about the president's comments and said, "I haven't seen what the president said." Are you surprised by the relative silence so far from your Republican colleagues?
Well, I am and I'm not. I mean, I was pleased with see Lindsey Graham, what he said. But the Republicans have generally been see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. They have been the classic three monkeys that, of course, were in Elvis's television room and other places as well. And that's what they've done. They just refuse to accept any truth, and they go by, don't believe my lying lips and don't believe what you hear or what you see.
Very quickly before I let you go, your committee asked to hear from Christopher Wray about this. Do you want to see him in front of your committee now?
He will come before our committee, as he always does, to give a report, and I think this gives more urgency to have him sooner than later, and I'm sure he will come.
Congressman Steve Cohen of Tennessee. Congressman, thanks for coming back on the show. Appreciate it.
Nice to be back.